He used to be out
on the corner, he was dealing in drugs. Got himself a barber's chair and gave awesome cuts. Now he's a podcaster, his life, he'll talk about it with us. And now it's Jeff FM.
So
Jeff FM.
We're on episode 99.8, I guess. We are rolling them out slow until we find our footing again here. Burn the ships.
Burn the ships?
Burn the ships. What do you think when you hear that?
Is that like, that's just a saying you're using? Burn the ships, I feel like when you're at war back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I actually have it here. It's a phrase, burning your ships, dates from 1519 when a Spanish conquest led by Hernan Cortez landed in Mexico. And he told all his guys, look, I know you're tired, but we're going to burn these fucking ships, so we don't have a choice. We're either going to conquer this land or we die trying.
Wow. So now that's my motto
in life.
That's your mentality.
That's my mentality for the podcast. That could be a mentality that you could take into your life. Even if you work at fucking Starbucks, even if you do YouTube, you know?
I don't work.
Continue. You put your... Are you okay right now?
Bored me with that fact. It's a lot of numbers and...
Get off the show. You're out. Burn Steven alive.
Burn the ships. Steven is
done.
the ships.
Listen.
We're either going to conquer Steven or we're going to die trying.
Started the show off with a history fact.
I'm giving people knowledge on this show. Or we could just show our dicks the whole time, Steven.
I would like that. I think that would be a good show if it was just called Steven's Dick, the show. And it was just him with his dick out the entire 2 hours.
I want to make the show better. You know, I got you dumb kids around and you think you know it all, but I'm actually going to put some wisdom into this show. You know, people can actually listen to the show and take something away from that. This is the first time we ever tried doing that.
Wow.
If somebody's thinking at home right now, I want to move out, you know, I want to try something new, move to a new city. Tell your parents to go fuck themselves and leave. And then you can't go home. That's you burning the ships in your own way, you know? Then you're forced to survive on your own. Or you become homeless and get addicted to fentanyl and live your life on the streets sucking dick for money. Don't say that, Steven. See, that's the problem. I try to say something right, and then you go and say something completely
wrong.
There's a third option.
No, that's the only option. That's the point of the message. You only have an option to succeed in life. You cannot go backwards. You finally get it?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't just have to be war. It could be even like a street fight, you know? Say you and your friends are going to fight somebody and you're riding your BMX bikes over there. It's like you're stabbing the fucking tires of your BMX bikes when you and Aaron got in fights when you were kids. How hungover are you right now on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, so today is just
me.
How hungover are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably 8.
8?
Probably 7 or 8, yeah.
Are you okay? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I haven't felt real all morning.
Why?
Too much caffeine, I don't know. Maybe like cold plunge or something.
I did a cold plunge this morning. That's where I went just now.
Look at you inspiring him.
Mm-hmm. Do some push-ups.
He's like, I need to do
get some blood going.
Go ahead. Yeah, go for it. Go bang out 20.
You can't see it, but... Oh, you did 1.
Feel better.
I went on a run the other day.
Are you guys messing with me right now? Are you doing what you guys say I do on the show?
What? Cold plunges.
And
I'm on a run. No, you're inspiring us, man.
We're about to go skydiving.
Yeah. I might even fucking pick up a trade, like haircutting, something like that. I don't know.
I texted you the other day about your friends from the Lone Survivor. I said they were a bunch of pussies.
Friends.
And you know, you were saying that I would never be able to do what they do because they get hurt and they keep it moving. They don't complain about it. They don't sit around.
Part of it. Yeah.
So the other day, I drained my own leg because I had the hematoma. So I stabbed myself with a needle. And I was told not to do that by the doctor that I went to go see. But then I posted on Snapchat and everybody's like, yo, you need to get that shit drained. So what do? Doctor said don't drain it. Snapchat says drain it. So I fucking...
Listen to Snapchat.
Listen to Snapchat and I fucking drained it. I woke up dreaming about stabbing myself with this needle. I just had a vision in my head. I was like, I just want to fucking suck all that fucking juice out of there. Whatever's in there that's causing all this swelling and pain.
What does that have to do with Navy SEALs?
Well, if you listen, then we'll get there, you know? But you got to fucking See, Steven today is like, let's sabotage everything. Let me show up to this podcast so I can fuck up everything that he wants to do and just say, go kill yourself. Go kill yourself. So,
yeah, I don't think you are okay. I think he was right asking you, are you okay? You all right?
Yeah, it's just one of those days. I don't know.
Take five.
Take five.
Take
No,
five.
because I'm gonna fall asleep.
Take five.
No,
Then take
I already
15.
committed. I already committed.
Then take 15.
I committed.
It's
already.
okay.
I'm here.
You're lucky that this is happening today, because otherwise I would have got up and struck you.
It's not just my energy though. It's always I bounce off other people's energy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just saying that. I think we're all something's off here.
A little
Not just me.
disillusioned.
Because when it was me and Mike, it was like that was a great podcast. I was like picking up because the energy was up.
Yeah.
Takes 3 to tango.
I don't think that's the quote.
Could be.
And I think we came in here trying to spread a nice message, and you just wanted to come in here and throw a wrench in our fucking shit, you know? Like, oh, these guys are going to do something good. Nah, not on my watch. Fucking kill yourself. Kill yourself.
Bro, you brought up some fact about the fucking Christopher Columbus or some shit from like the 1700s.
You did do that. You did.
That's how I'm starting the show from now on. I do what I want. Look
We
at the
should do
name on
that
the wall.
one, and you should do an interesting history fact.
You just want to
Very
bore
first
people
very
as soon as they join in.
Yeah, the first 10 seconds.
What? Yeah.
I didn't know it was a history pod, and then they fucking click off.
Oh, well, you guys take it. Host the show. Or you take it. Start
No,
the
I don't
show.
like that responsibility.
Start
I want
the
that
show.
Play the
responsibility.
intro so
I
Steven
do
can.
not like that responsibility.
Let's do that. Hit it.
All right, Steven. It's your intro.
I hate that. I don't like the responsibility of being the host.
Come on, Steven.
All right, watch this.
This is how you start it. Ready?
Okay.
Steven FM. Steven FM.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are all a little bit hungover. Jeff relapsed. Ryan's hungover. I'm hungover. But we're trying to push through it. You know what I mean? We're trying to make every day like it's the last.
How do you feel he did on the intro?
Terrible.
Can I try one?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
You hit the intro for me? He used to be out on the corner. He was dealing in
You gotta
drugs.
sing along with it, you know, because it's all about the attitude, the morale, you know?
A big hole in the middle.
I'm ready. Ryan FM. What's up, guys? Today we are going to be giving $10,000 away to 10 lucky subscribers. So make sure you watch the whole thing so that you can enter into the giveaway at the very end.
Oh,
You see, that's why
that's a
young
transition
people's podcasts never succeed. Because you think everything's a big fucking joke, and it's not. It's
What?
not. It's real life, you know?
What, giving away 10,000 to 10 lucky subscribers?
You're not giving away $10,000.
No, I'm not. No one actually does that shit. You think
I
Mr.
think-
Beast actually does that?
I think at his level you have to, yeah. Like, I'm sure there's some... No, because even back when I started doing some of that shit, I was like, you know what? Maybe I could tell this person off camera, like I'll give him 5,000, but on camera I'm going to say 10,000. And then I just felt so weird doing that. So it's just, you can't do that shit. If you're going to say something on camera,
Have you ever been part of like a fake giveaway thing or like anything like that? Or have you ever seen one go down?
With Mike, one time Mike was like, I'm paying everybody $2,000 for this. And then he didn't pay me. Or no, I think he gave me 1,000. But he did that half thing, you know? But that's not surprising. I'm not.
But you never watched, like, in your 10 years of being a content creator, you never watched someone do like a fake giveaway?
No. Why? Are you getting at something?
No, I just am curious. If any of those videos were ever fake.
No. Look, I'm not gonna lie about it. The kid gave shit away, you know? Was it sponsors that paid for it? Yeah. But he gave shit away, you know?
Who had to pay the taxes on it all?
I don't fucking know. Is that a thing? Do they have to pay the taxes when they get something, when they get a gift?
I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
No, I think they paid it. They covered it. Look, I'm not...
how come you never got a gift?
Yeah, how come
I don't
you
want to
didn't-
make this
That'll
a
be
show.
the
I don't
biggest
give a
regret
fuck.
of
I don't care. What? So you came in, you flew in from Utah. You said you're gonna plan a bunch of segments for the podcast.
Yeah.
And we can let's try that out.
Let's try
get
one
to
out.
of those.
Okay. All right. The first segment I had in mind was calling our ex-girlfriends. Steven, you want to go first?
I don't have an ex-girlfriend, but I have an ex-girl I was talking to.
FaceTime her.
Do I have to? Can I call her?
Yeah, call her up.
Yeah. Actually, no way. That was easy. Did you discuss this with
No,
him
sometimes you just gotta try stuff.
What if you don't want to call your ex-girlfriend? Because
You have to shoot yourself in the head.
no, what if it's like something equally as embarrassing? Like send a nude photo to your parents.
That's weird, man.
So I was calling your ex-girlfriend out of the blue on a podcast. And then she's going to watch it back and realize how you've gotten more immature over the years. You're even more of a loser than when you were together.
Why she broke up with you.
Yeah.
She didn't answer, Steven?
Nah.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? I
was
just
gonna call
I just got a nice text message.
From who? Logan Paul?
No,
Oh.
the girl version
Bro.
of him.
Hit that
Jake
subscribe
Paul?
button.
Tana. We're going to call Tana right now. That's the thing. What are we going to ask her? Did you bang Ryan? Would tell us the truth? What's the deal? Did you fuck my girl?
Yeah, fucked her good, fucked her long and hard.
Is that sarcasm? Or?
No, we fucked for nights, days, weeks, years. We fell in love.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
We had a baby, had to abort it.
See, this was the issue the first time.
What do you mean? The baby? The abortion? No, it was good.
What? Her vagina? The fuck? Where did that come
No,
from?
we didn't have sex. We did not. She wants to.
What? Where are you getting this from?
Can feel it.
Yeah?
Yeah, every time we're together.
What's stopping you?
You?
Get the fuck out. I don't care. I don't care if you do it. I just want to be able to joke about it on the podcast.
No,
that's all I care about.
I no, we're just friends. I think.
I got the shit end of the stick on that one. Everybody just said, "Oh, Jeff's jealous." I didn't like that you got in there, but that's not the case at all.
What amount of money would make you happy?
$1 million.
30,
$1 million? 30 million?
30 million.
What about you guys?
For what?
How much money to be happy? Steven said $1 million. Jeff said 30 million because he's insane.
Well, I'm just thinking
15 grand.
generational wealth.
15 grand?
I want to be able to pass something down
Bro,
to...
you could
Dude,
easily
I don't
grow
want my
30
kids to
million
have
in
shit.
your lifetime.
Have you ever met a rich kid? They suck. All of them suck.
You think 30 million would be generational?
That's a good point.
Why do you want to give money to your kids? They're going to suck. You want to make shitty people? Every rich kid is shitty.
I wish there was like a way that you could just set them up. If something really bad happens to them, then you could take care of them, but they have to like figure it out.
Like a
regular
health
way in
concern?
life.
Like a
Yeah,
health thing?
or something like that.
Or
you
they
know,
just don't receive the money till they're like 25.
but then that's still like an age where you could completely fuck your life up with money.
But it also, like,
Get addicted to drugs.
you could do whatever. You could be like, I don't give a fuck about school. I've got fucking 30 mil coming when I'm 25.
But I do agree with you. I wouldn't want to change the way I grew up at
They don't
all
know that.
with like money stuff, you know.
What I want to do is I want to trick my kids into thinking I'm poor if I make a lot of money and I'm rich. I want to trick them into thinking that I'm poor. I'd rent like a smaller house and I'd get evicted out of it with them and be like stage all of this shit to make it look like I'm poor. And then when he turns like 18, I'd be like, hey, by the way, we're rich. So that they like think that they're so
like
they
a
get the
prank?
upbringing of a poor kid.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what? And I'm like,
So do you have like a second house that you go to? If that's the case, so you have a house in Malibu on the water that
yeah,
you
like
drive
when
to?
he falls asleep, I'm just like, all right,
Yeah.
go over there,
What car are you driving?
fucking Maybach.
So what's the deal? We're going to New York. We leave to New York tomorrow. Well, Kyle and I do.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Anybody else coming out there with us? Is
You
that
didn't
the plan?
invite me. You didn't fucking invite me.
You didn't invite me to your birthday party.
I didn't think you'd want to come.
Why? Because it's like, you think I was going to make fun of you for it? You did a 2000s themed party?
No, it was also like when you were like going through stuff, so I was like,
Oh, okay. I don't want to send him this invite to this cool party right now when he's really upset.
Yeah.
Okay. When is it and where? And
July
who's going?
July 13th at Chad's house. We're doing an early 2000s pop punk themed birthday party. I want everyone to have like spiky hair, and we're only gonna listen to like Blink 182 and Green Day and just, you know,
Yeah.
early 2000s pop punk. You think you'd have fun? You would want to come?
Well, yeah, I grew up in that era. You know?
You what was your favorite pop punk bands?
I kind of more listen to rap, you know, like Eminem and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mike Jones.
You ever listen to any pop punk? All American Rejects?
Nah. Yeah, kids would get like bullied if they listened to that.
Well, I was 8.
Bro, I would have if we were the same age, you would have been like a douche to me, bro. You'd been like a dick. 'Cause I was the kid that listened to that kind of music. And I was like,
Lifestyle.
reject. Yeah.
The
And then there's kids like you that make their lives like hell. The bullying, the...
I don't think
Don't
you
frame me
weren't
as
a
this
bully.
guy. I wasn't a bully. No.
You were probably much more introverted and shy. That's how I see you.
I was just like, I was
Just
in
kept to
between
himself.
everybody. I was neutral with everybody. I did join a gang with Shaban and all the
What was your
Albanians.
gang called?
Was he a bully?
Well, it's a long story. The gang. Shaban was. We just kind of once we all teamed up, we got more confident in our numbers, our strength in numbers.
Also, I feel like no one would admit they were a bully. Like,
no, I would admit it. You know, like Jake Paul says, like I was bullied. Yeah, right, bro. You have the perfect look. If somebody had to describe a bully, they would just describe you.
Growing up
Fucking
in
idiot.
New York, did you guys look up to mafia movies as if like they were like, oh, this is like how we should be, like this is real life?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Growing up like Italian New York, like at 8 and 10, you guys were like watching like Goodfellas, being like, oh fuck, we gotta kill people.
No, it was like, oh, this makes sense. You already felt that before I was even introduced to the movie, because everybody else that was older than me, that was raising me, and just made the whole culture in Staten Island.
Yeah.
It was probably based off that, or it just worked out. Yeah, I guess so.
You motherfucker.
Like Goodfellas, I'll watch it now, and I'm like, wow, this reminds me of growing up in Staten Island. I want to talk about this drain in my leg, because I think people really want to know about that. I was able to pull out of
People are itching.
I pulled out like probably a quarter of a water bottle in fluids in my ass, out of my ass. Yeah.
That's a new soundbite, Kyle. I pulled out a quarter of a water bottle of liquid out of my ass. There you go.
Yeah, and then I was proud of myself that I did it because it worked, you know?
You're proud that you pulled liquid out of your ass?
It worked. It actually solved all my problems that's been stressing me out lately. It was this big lump on my ass, and I was so excited that I texted it to Steven, and I was like, look, did those pussies do this? In the Lone Survivor.
You still haven't watched it.
What
I
is
know,
The Lone Survivor? What is this?
It's like a war movie where these Navy SEALs and stuff do all this gangster shit. They're at war fighting, they get hurt, and then they just keep going. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah,
I didn't even see a
know,
trailer
yeah.
for
It's
it.
really good. This is the best war movie.
Just going
Yeah.
off what Steven said. And then he was like, you can't be those guys because when you got hurt skydiving, that's all you talk about now. But I was like,
You say that?
You think that's the best war movie?
Uh,
Inglourious Bastards is the best fucking war
No,
movie.
no. Lone Survivor
Yeah,
is the
I
best,
think so.
like modern
100%.
day.
I don't think you've seen
War
any
movie.
other war movies, Steven.
have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yes, I've seen Inglourious Bastards.
Have
I'm
you
talking
seen
about
Black Hawk Down?
Modern day war, like warfare.
Saving Private
Have you seen
Ryan.
Black
Yes,
Hawk
I have.
Down?
I've seen all those. Yes, Black Hawk.
Full
Actually,
Metal
just one-
Jacket?
Yes, I've seen all those. I'm talking about modern day warfare, like modern day.
You've
There's
seen-
about 4 Navy SEAls who got ambushed by the Taliban, and like I don't know the day. I think it was like 2009 or something, 2010. Or
You've seen
2008.
Armor? You've seen Armor World War?
No,
I was gonna make something up to see if you'd agree to it.
I don't know what that is.
That was good.
Just be like,
Armor World War.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, seen it. It's all right.
Also, a great movie. Somebody's favorite movie is a personal preference. Who cares if it's another movie? If they genuinely like that
It's
movie.
just the only thing I know about that movie is that Dan Bilzerian paid the director to be in it. That's like the weirdest thing
Who
about,
cares? He's in it
you
for
know?
like 10 seconds.
The
And
director-
I mean, I just don't. I
He
feel
doesn't
like
even
that's
have,
like
he has one line. He doesn't.
artistic integrity is like all out the door when you do that. You're
He
allowing
doesn't
people to
have
pay to
one
get in the
line.
movie. You know, what if I just allowed some random guy to pay to be on the podcast?
I
You
don't
know,
even think he has one
But
line.
if a guy was like,
I'll
yo,
give you-
I'll give you $1 million to be on the next episode of Def FM.
I'll take $1,000. Just have a guy sit here.
Yeah, he didn't say. He didn't even have a line.
Probably bring something to the table too. Let's interview him. Let's ask him some questions. You know.
So why do you want to pay so bad to be on the show? He's like, I don't know. I'll be that guy. Here, ready?
So what do you want to get out of this experience?
Just want to hang out.
I think Impulsive did that, actually. I think Logan sold an NFT, and the whole thing that came along with it, because NFTs are all worthless, it was you get a spot on the show. You get to come on at Impulsive and get interviewed, and somebody paid like $150,000 for it. I would take $1,500 though.
I agree.
Can't shut up about Logan now.
He's the man.
Fucking, you turned into Steven, man. You
What?
turned into Steven.
What?
Fucking Logan Paul Dick Riders over here.
All right, before we continue with this episode, a quick word from our sponsors. As you can see, we're at our vacation home, and we didn't get this by being dumb with money. We are rich, thanks to Rocket Money. I was wasting an unbelievable amount of money on unwanted subscriptions, things I hadn't even remembered that I signed up for. Disney Plus, hadn't even seen it in 6 months. Peacock, Quibi, remember that? I think they went out of business, don't even exist anymore. I'm still paying for it. Thanks to Rocket Money, I'm not wasting any dough on any of that stuff anymore. And I can put all the money into memories and experiences with my friends and family. You want to be like me? Download Rocket Money. You want to be like us? Download Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about, and chances are you're one of them. Rocket Money will quickly and easily find your subscriptions for you, and if you don't want to pay for them anymore, just hit cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. It's that easy. Rocket Money also helps you manage all your finances in one place and automatically categorizes your expenses, so you can easily track your budget in real time and also get alerted if anything looks off. You know, if anything looks off.
No, that's what I've been saying, fam.
Stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/JeffFM. That's rocketmoney.com/JeffFM.
rocketmoney.com/JeffFM.
All right, now back on with the show.
I will say that I heard a Navy SEAL talk about how age is like a rank, and you should respect it.
You should respect it. So why would you just contradict exactly what you just said? You said something and contradicted it a second later.
Navy SEAL said it.
Yeah.
Like Kyle calls me up, you know what he says to me? He goes, "What's up, Mr. White?" Like Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman. I feel like we have that relationship too. Like that's my Jesse in there, you know? Jesse. Like he's fucking up, he's getting high. I got to wake him up. Jesse, wake the fuck up.
You feel like you're Mr. White?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
Mr.
like a
White.
funny way
It's
for him to... You know, and it's another gangster.
It's not a good look. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm idolizing the wrong people. Maybe.
I don't believe that saying works though in the social media industry. Age does not matter in this game.
I think it does. The experience, how long you've been in it.
But the game's only been around for like 10 years, so realistically, age doesn't.
What are you saying? Age
old
doesn't
man
matter.
in
It's
the game.
such a new industry that I don't think there's vets yet, you know, in the social.
Oh,
media
there's
game.
vets, like
like
the
Logan's
original
a vet.
YouTubers, like PewDiePie.
Well, yeah, but
PewDiePie's a vet.
Yeah. Also, like
Smosh.
Joe Rogan, you know, he's basically a social media guy now. You know.
Did you ever watch any of like old YouTube?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
He did
Yeah.
not.
PewDiePie.
He did not watch
You didn't.
Filthy Frank. Well, you. No way, this is real.
Yeah, I got hiccups. Do
You
you know we still don't know what hiccups are? We still don't know that.
I want you to walk in here and refer to me as Mr. Wittick from now on. Until we get to the point where
Yes,
you can
sir.
start calling me Jeff again. You don't have to. Because you look older than me. And that'd be weird if we did that on camera.
Okay, Mr. Whittick.
I don't
It
like
just
that.
sounds
That's
wrong,
weird.
huh?
Yeah.
Imagine Jeff being a
Wait,
teacher.
you try it.
Imagine
You
being
try
a
it.
teacher in school.
Or like a sub.
I could be like a gym teacher. That'd be fun.
no, but like
as a gym teacher.
a social studies teacher.
You'd be a creepy gym teacher.
What?
I wouldn't be creepy
Yeah, he'd
anything.
be a cool gym teacher.
No, you'd be creepy.
You would be
Bro,
creepy.
you would be the
Imagine that
creepy.
fucking
Bro, you'd
mustache.
be creepy, bro, with your chest hair hanging out. Hunchback.
All right, everybody, do a couple laps.
I can't wait till you're old. That's gonna be my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, I met my grandma for the first time.
Oh,
ever.
yeah?
I flew to Toronto and met her for the very first time.
How old is she?
What has she been doing?
She's 96. She didn't want to meet me until this year
Why?
because I was an affair, and she's Christian or something. I don't know.
What made you want to go meet with her?
Because I wanted to meet her before, she
Okay,
died.
that's it. That's the only reason.
But
Not.
well, yeah. So
She wants to be in the will.
yeah.
She's loaded.
No. And she turned out to be like the
Not as
sweetest
as caked
woman.
up as you thought she was.
They're so sweet. She was so sweet, and I was just like, oh wow, I actually do want a relationship.
So you
with
don't want over money.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Going back on what
care.
you said. No.
Yeah, I don't want this in.
That's what I'm saying. It.
Yeah, it's too real. Too real.
Too
Because you
real.
want that money. we'll cut.
Don't fuck up any chances.
Yeah. And I mean,
the fuck are you guys doing right now? No,
she's probably
no.
she probably watches the show
She
too.
used, but she used to do stand up.
No way.
Yeah, And I was like asking her about it, and she was like, yeah, I did stand up, and I was like, where? And she was like, I would do it at the old folks home.
Like a speakeasy or something. Back then,
she told me that she would just take Joan Rivers' act and do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she didn't write any of her own material, and she would just take Joan Rivers' act.
Well, back then you could probably get away with stuff like that because there's no phones, there's no people filming shit, and then it goes out there and somebody comments, "Oh, you ripped this shit from this person." You know, it's just crazy now that you can contact anybody in the world, anywhere.
She's from a dairy farm. She was a farmer. Now she lives in Toronto. She had a life. She's 96. A lot of history.
I was watching this thing on like the early humans from like 100,000 years ago and like how we were back then.
Yeah.
And they're like the first person was in Africa, and they found something even older was in the Middle East, and it's like the tools they made and shit like that. And like one of the big breakthrough inventions was a fishing hook. Like that was like the fucking Elon Musk of that time made a fishing hook. It's just nuts that now we can hit up anybody anywhere in the world. Like all the inventions, they come out so much faster now because we can all share.
And
our
when there's
information.
any little bit of buffer, we bitch.
Buffer?
Like if you're like, what the fuck is in my face? It's being slow. I can't fucking Google where fucking bananas come from. Like if there's a little bit of buffer, we freak out.
Okay.
And it's instant.
Can you use a different word for that? I felt like you were doing like a really complex joke just now. Like you were saying we bitch if we don't have a little buffer, you know? I was like, this guy is really fucking digging, huh? No. You want to get me to snap today? All right. You know what? I'm out of here for 3 weeks. I don't got to deal with none of you guys' shit.
I wasn't
and
trying
you're
to
probably all going to end up coming to New York for this.
That'd be fun.
This trip, you know.
You want to see me meeting my grandma?
Yeah.
It's kind of, you just skip ahead, because this is long. There you go.
It's like one of those sex offender videos.
14-year-old boy.
What?
This guy's here to meet a 14-year-old.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, you're doing the clock?
Huh? She thought I was the clock repairman. I'm your grandson.
Oh, you're not.
Look how excited she gets.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, yeah, we've never met. This is our first time meeting.
I know.
All right, you can.
Damn, that's nice. So
That
that's
was
what you're
awesome.
up there doing in Toronto.
Yeah.
Do you feel you learn more about yourself from meeting her?
Yeah. I don't know. She just wasn't what I was expecting. I thought she was gonna be like kind of a mean old lady, but she was like the nicest in the world. And she was like, she kept saying, because she was forgetful, and she kept doing this cute thing. She's like, when do you guys leave? To me and my brother. And we were like, oh, like 2 days. And she was like, oh, that's no time at all. And then the last day, she was like, when do you guys leave? And we're like, 20 minutes. And she's like,
Oh,
20
no.
minutes? And we're like, yeah. And she's
Oh,
like,
no.
oh, come back as soon as you can.
I feel like that happens to me a lot. I feel like I'm getting to that point where I'm forgetting things. I repeat things a lot, you know.
I think that's just your lifestyle. I do that too, you know. It's just having like a chaotic, managing so many things. Like your brain can only load up so much info, and then everything else gone, you know what I mean?
Too much coming in, not enough sticking in there.
It's like why I can't get mad at Steven if he doesn't call to like check in or whatever, because he's got too much going on. He's trying to fucking figure shit out, you know?
Yeah. All right, so we watch some of these videos.
Ooh, I like.
Look at that. That's another way you could be hit by a crane.
When you see stuff like that,
jump scare sound effect.
Do you feel?
No, that one's funny. I mean, the guy just got whacked in the face with a crane. Like, who else can understand that, you know? But that's a completely different way. He's not a YouTuber, you know. He was just out there working, and bam, whacked in the face.
If anyone should get hit by a crane, it's that guy.
Yeah, and he's got a hard hat on, you know. It would have been nice if I had one of those on.
Is Utah tainted in your mind? Like, you hate Utah.
A bit, yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel like going there is for either to get my eyeball sliced open or to get my skull smashed open.
Yeah.
You know, it's one or the other. It's like going to the vet, like a dog when you put the dog in the car and you're driving to the vet and they kind of know a little bit.
And they start shaking?
Yeah. And they're
That's
like, no,
you on the plane.
They don't want to get out of the car and stuff. Yeah. This was a funny one.
So you've seen all of these?
This one these are the ones that I pulled. So maybe they pulled other ones. This one just reminded me of like, this is like something that Brian and Tana or something, you know, like this is when you call in the weather segment when you and Tana are deep into your relationship and you're like, hey, look at what I got now. Yeah, she's mine now, asshole. Look at that.
That's how you view me?
Uh-huh. That was when you and Tana first kissed at the party.
He's killing it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you got to respect it, you know? Good
It's
for
a Tom
him.
Cruise thing. Tom Cruise is shorter than his wife. How tall are you?
I don't know.
You're probably,
5'11"?
You don't know?
maybe probably 5'11", 6 foot.
I'm
I'm
5'8".
6 foot. I'm like 5'10". I'm 5'11".
Big boy.
I hate being 5'8". I really hate it. I hate being short.
5'8"?
I
You're like
hate being
5'10".
short. No,
Hey,
I'm
when you take off
5'8".
your shoes, you're like dramatically shorter too.
I'm so small.
Is it something you think about every day?
No. No.
Like for us, you know, when we're dealing with shit, like man,
I'm still short.
my video's not doing good, or like, you know, just fucking you get hit by a crane or something. Just think, you know, at least you don't have to be like mad about that. You know, being 5'8".
A booger just shot my nose when I laughed.
I make videos too.
Well, I was just saying he I was trying to help him with like, you know, a little comparison.
I
Like,
have videos that don't do well.
but then you're still, that's why you're so miserable. And it kind of turns out funnier because you're miserable and, you know, you're mad at the video didn't do good and you're mad at you're 5'8".
It's short king summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think misery equals funny.
Yeah.
You know, if you could really harness that and turn it into like you really don't give a fuck about nothing.
God, I want to be Italian, man. I want to be taller and I want to be Italian. I don't want to be you.
Well, they do that surgery now where you could cut your leg and add 3 inches in.
Yeah, you know what's shitty about that?
seen that.
5'11". I still don't hit 6 foot.
Yeah.
I've looked into it and it was 3 inches and I'm like, they can't give me 4?
It's that much of a thing where you would think about going through that surgery procedure to extend
No,
your legs?
if I wasn't like, because I have a good enough like charisma with like girls and stuff like that. That like
5'8's not that bad. Like that guy is, I mean,
Like Steiny is pretty bad.
it's pretty specific. Yes.
how tall is Steiny?
Not tall enough.
Probably 5'5".
Bro,
5'6".
height surgery is $75,000.
75 grand. You could have all
Make
your
a
dreams come true.
documentary. Let's make a documentary making me taller.
If you're actually gonna do it, yeah, we could consider doing this. I would actually.
I would do it
Minimum 75
for a
grand.
video if you pay for it.
Maybe we get a cheaper one done in Mexico or like Colombia or something. That would make it exciting, you know. If we do that for like 25,000.
I just come back taller. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
It would be weird if you were taller too.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be as funny if you had that height.
I'd have it all.
Yeah, people would just be jealous when they look at you.
I was out gambling in this little shit town called Wendover out by Utah, and I saw like this just gas station clerk like vacuuming, and I was like, you know, I like my life.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I was like, damn, this is your life. Like you come here and you vacuum this.
What if he likes that?
I'm sure there's pros in every life. There's pros in every life, but I was like, in a way, I was like, I take my life for granted so much.
Yeah.
You know, some people are born and then they just die. And that's all they do.
What do you mean, like in childbirth?
Yeah, just babies, you know?
Like abortion?
No, just some babies are born and they're here for a day and then
But
they
if
die.
you're, listen, that's a really sad thing that does happen, unfortunately, in the world that we live in.
Yeah.
But those babies probably don't know what's going on. You know?
Right.
Do you remember anything from when you were a baby?
No. But it's just like, you know, at least I didn't die.
At least you didn't die, yeah, of course. And now look at you. You know, going to see your grandma.
I'm just saying I'm thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you.
Thanks.
I'm thankful for you guys.
When I used to lie about the most like random stuff growing up, like I would lie and say that. What did you just say? Because I'm losing my train of thought. What was the last thing you just said?
I'm thankful for everyone.
No, before that.
The vacuum guy?
That I like my life.
Oh
At least I didn't die.
No way you lost it like that.
Were you thinking that entire time? You weren't even listening?
Okay, I'll tell you another story. I used to tell kids that I had like a family member that would like that died in like an earthquake, like a big like crack opened in the ground and they fell through it. I swear, and I would about being like remembering shit from as a baby. I used to tell people that I was and I make them believe it too, that I could see inside my mom's stomach before I came out. I would just make up crazy stories.
You just
lie.
wanted attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever make up any wild stories? Like I just do it all the time. Sounds like something Shaban would do.
You know,
Like I would make up and I would really make them believe it. I'd probably done it to you guys.
Yeah, but Shaban
recently.
would do that at like 27 years old.
You know what I used to do that's actually insane? I didn't know who my dad was growing up, right? So I didn't know my ethnicity from him or my mom because she was adopted. So I was like, fuck this, man. I don't know what I am. I just like in 6th grade picked that I was Italian. I was like, fuck it, I'm Italian. I got an Italian flag. I hung it up in my room. I told all of my friends I was Italian.
This isn't a real story.
Yes, it is. I have the pictures.
No way.
Yeah, I told everyone I was Italian. And then like one day in 11th grade, me and my best friend were hanging out. And I was like, do you want to know my deepest secret? And he was like, what? And this was like 7 years of a lie. Everyone, I would tell people, I wore that I was Italian.
Yeah.
Because people believe
Were those
it.
Italia
I had an
suits?
Italia shirt. I had in my 7th grade photo. It's an Italian shirt and it says Italy. And I was like, I'm Italian. And my mom just let me do it. She didn't care. She was like, sure, maybe you are. I don't know.
She didn't know?
She didn't know, but she knew we weren't Italian.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm Italian. And in 11th grade, I was like 16. I carried this lie for like 7 years. I just turned to him and I was like, you want to know my deepest secret? And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm not Italian.
When did you find out that you weren't actually Italian?
Once I met my dad, I found out his ethnicity, and then we got my mom an ancestry kit. And
So did you go home like crying, like ripped off fucking
Why
flag?
is that a thing? Why
is
does everyone want to say they're Italian? And it's like it's like a cool thing. Why is
It's
it?
fucking dope. It's the
What
coolest
is it about
heritage.
not that they're not cool. I think they're cool, but it's like why is that such a why is that a thing?
'Cause
Why
of
is no one proud to
movies,
say
the
I'm
mob.
Russian?
Look at every mob movie.
Why
Yeah, I
is-
guess the
Italian-
movies.
Oh, I'm
and
Sweden. No one, like, why does everyone want to say they're
I guess the
Italian? Especially
movies.
girls
I guess,
love
like
saying that they're-
Rocky. That's a crazy Italian story. And
they're
that's
all-
not gangster shit.
they're all-
He was just the Italian stallion, and his strength wasn't even that he was a good fighter. It was just he could take a lot of punches.
Yeah.
He would just take damage. This weekend there was a UFC fight with the only Italian UFC fighter. This guy Marvin Vettori. He took the most punches to the face. It was a record. He broke the record for the middleweight class.
He's real life Rocky.
And he came out to Rocky and then just got his face pummeled in. And
He came out to the
everybody was
song?
like, this is a Rocky movie. And he fought a black guy, Gerard Cannonier, punched his fucking face and beat the shit out of this guy. And he did not even get knocked down. 185-pound weight class, like big guys.
Yeah.
This guy just wailing on him.
Wow.
Pull up his face. See if you get Marvin Vettori's face after.
And also, Steven, listen to their names. What's his name?
Marvin Vettori.
Marvin Vettori. How do you not want to be Italian?
Look at him. Look at his face after.
Jesus Christ.
No, like I get like.
Look at the appeal.
I guess
dude.
that answers my question of why, but like.
Look at his fucking face on the right, dude.
Yeah. I mean, this is what Rocky did.
He looks like a goblin. He looks like not a real guy. He looks like a goblin.
One of the craziest fights I've ever seen, just because of the damage this guy was able to take and not die in that fight.
Is that his doctor next to him?
No, that's his manager. Look at
Oh,
him.
yeah?
Man, I'm making tons of dough off this guy.
He's just like, number one.
Yeah.
I did good.
But
And
I
he's just like-
I do get what you're saying, though. There is like a weird thing about being Italian. When I went out there to meet my family, I was like more proud.
Do you feel like the Godfather? You're going back to the fucking homeland, meeting
Bro,
your
it's
family?
literally
Dude.
olive farms, like trees of olive.
They're like, we're in olive oil business. And you're like,
It is. Kyle, every fucking tree was olive trees,
Yeah, it
right?
was crazy. There was
And
like
then we-
farms, burnt down farms, broken down farms.
Yeah,
like
houses
everything.
that
did you stab a guy and fucking...
if I was there long enough, I probably would have. They had houses that were just like made out of rocks. When the people died, they just like left the house there. So there's houses from like hundreds and hundreds of years ago that they're just like,
Just empty?
yeah.
Wow.
Like you could just go out there and take. Can we take that house? Can we just live on that and not have to pay anybody any money? Let's try it. Let's just podcast out of Italy.
It's a documentary right there.
But I'm like a rare case because my last name is not Italian.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really like claim Italian when I grew up in New York because there were a bunch of like full blown like Vittori fucking.
What's your Italian last name?
Felsi.
Felsi.
We went there and I got to meet my mother's side of the family and I was like, oh, this makes sense. You know, this is more my speed. This guy's driving a Ferrari. My mom's uncle or some shit driving around in a Ferrari, just paying for everything, picking up the check. Like I'm like, yo, this is me coming to see you. Let me take care of it.
Yeah.
No.
Bro, all his like uncles or whatever, like all remind me of Al Pacino.
Wait, watch this. So who do you think is more Italian? You or him? What are you guys?
I'm not Italian.
Bro, Ryan lies about his ethnicity. It's something different every week.
Did you not listen to the story?
No,
10 minutes
bro,
ago?
Ryan, bro, you've always said that you're Italian. That's why I was getting confused
told
when
the
you said
whole
that.
story.
You just told a story how it's always been a lie.
No, when I first met you,
Take
like
5.
3 years ago.
Take 5.
No, bro. we were in
Take 5.
2020 when we first met.
No, I'm Lebanese.
You would always say you're Italian.
I'm Lebanese,
You say, I'm
Mediterranean.
Italian, I'm this and that. At least you're not
I'm
Italian.
like 5% Italian.
See, this is the shit
said
that
you're
happens,
German.
and then I say something like what Logan did to George on Impulsive, and then I'll be the bad guy. You know, it's like, yo, you're clocked out, bro. Take a hike, take
I'm
a
not
walk.
clocked out. He would say that in 2020 and 2021. Like he's like.
No, I know,
when
I know,
first
no.
met him. He was talking about that when he
no,
was a
no
kid.
Italian actually, no Italian. No
He just
Italian.
He's coming clean.
told the whole story about how he
You
did
like
that.
confessed.
Steven.
You should do a Godfather thing and go like find an Italian wife in Italy.
I almost did that last year, but I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. Because imagine I like actually brought her into my life,
Would
and
she
then I
move
have
to the
like
US?
like this guy coming over
She barely speaks English.
and asking questions, like ridiculous questions and shit. She probably wouldn't understand for the first couple of years. You know, she was like, her English was a little rocky. I probably will. I mean, that's the goal, you know?
You know, it's a fun thing to do when you have a friend that's in a relationship and they're like you're like third wheeling right before, like if it's late at night or like if they're about to leave, just always ask them like, are they like, I always be like, are you guys about to have sex? And it makes it really uncomfortable. Or if they're like dating a girl, they're not like they like just started dating. It's so funny. Or if they're just hanging out with a girl, just like break the ice and just say it. Just ask them if they're gonna have sex tonight. And they're like, what?
I'll do that to you next time. I see you with the girl.
Don't do that. It's weird
That's
because you're.
perfect.
It's older. No, 'cause you're older. It's weird. No, 'cause you're older.
Yeah.
It's a weird dynamic. It's like
That's what I was
creepy.
thinking. Well, I mean, it's pretty creepy for anybody to say it. If
You
you're over
can
the
get
age
away
of-
with that.
if
No
you're
one
over
else
the age
can.
of 18.
You look like you can get away with it. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
just
you're
funny.
like-
It makes everything so uncomfortable. I love it.
Yeah.
I can't be like, are you guys gonna have sex?
Ew, with your chest hair.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna have sex after I leave?
I do
anyways,
see.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can move
I
to-
see how it's only funny if you
Steven
do it,
does it.
'cause,
Yeah.
You know.
Like Steven, ask me again.
You're not with a girl, so it doesn't.
Just pretend.
Are you guys gonna have sex tonight?
Yeah. See, it's so much more innocent. And
Yeah.
nice.
It makes you feel like you've never had sex and you want to live through them and their experience. that's how it feels when you say it.
Have you talked about the Apple Pros?
What's that?
The Vision Pros?
No. What is it?
Oh yeah,
VR.
play him the ad.
Huh?
The VR goggles.
The VR goggles. You haven't seen these?
I've seen a picture of them. I know what you're talking about. What's the deal with them? They're just clear
Outside,
goggles.
we're
It's a VR
we're
headset
done.
with the real world.
We're done. There's no. Once we get to like Generation 3, we're done. No one's leaving the house anymore.
No, they're gonna have glasses, just normal glasses with
Yeah.
like thin, slim glasses. It's gonna go from that big.
But why?
headset
What do you
to
play
a-
games on it?
No,
Why
it's
is it
your phone.
It's like a
on
new
there.
Apple device.
Yeah.
So another like Apple Watch accessory, another.
And you
phone
just go like this.
accessory.
Internet, emails, don't have to move your hand. Yeah.
like this?
Like you just
Yeah.
be sitting there on
Yeah.
the couch, like.
How does it know? Do you have
The
rings or
glasses.
something?
Watch. Ready?
Introducing Apple Vision Pro.
They look dumb as fuck.
I thought it was a
The
joke at
era
first.
of spatial computing is here.
Those aren't real eyes, by the way. You know how it looks like you can see into them? It takes a picture of your eyes and then
No
projects
way.
it on the
When
front.
you put on Apple Vision Pro, you see your world and everything in it. Your favorite apps live right in front of you.
I want this implanted in my brain.
I
I want the Neuralink to have this. I'll be the test dummy for
You
it.
just use it with your eyes.
Select
And you just tap with your
Flip to
fingers.
Imagine getting in a fight wearing this.
and use your voice to dictate.
I don't understand. How does this work?
Apps have
I'm assuming
dimension,
AR or A.
react and
Yeah,
cache
yeah.
sound.
So it's just eye tracking and like hand tracking.
You can
technology.
like
Even
on a
though
plane.
these
You can have a
spatial
movie
experiences
theater.
are
You
happening
can like.
inside Vision
No
Have
way.
you ever used a VR headset with the
Sounds,
things?
Yeah,
it's
I hate
exactly
it.
that,
I
but it's
hate
just
it.
your
See that?
hands as like.
Except you can see the real world, so it's
Yeah.
not
It's
yeah,
augmented
virtual
reality.
reality.
It's augmented.
Yeah.
How do you
Steven,
feel? How do you feel about that? That's real life Black Mirror shit. It's happening.
That's
Yeah.
sick. I want to try it.
You think it's sick?
How much do you think they're gonna get for it?
3,500.
Yeah, easily.
They're $3,000. They're
Holy
3,500.
shit.
Steven, you buy one. What are you doing in the first 24
Oh,
hours?
I know what he's doing.
Are you going? You will fuck. You will watch porn
Yeah.
like immediately.
I mean, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, we all would.
I mean, yeah, we gotta.
we all.
But like, I don't know.
I'd watch porn on a fucking.
I don't want to play some like first-person shooter around my house because there's like games that. Oh, I guess maybe not on.
On a
Apple.
bus, I'd watch porn.
It's crazy seeing this after what I watched last night about how like the first guy that invented the fishing hook
Yeah.
was like the genius.
Give it 10 years. This is the first one. This is iPhone 1 for this shit.
Yeah.
But who is really more genius? One guy that came up with a fishing hook, or a group of hundreds of people that came up with a headset?
The fish hook guy.
Yeah, because it was only
You think
one.
so?
For sure.
Yeah.
He was more innovative. He had less to work with, and he came
One
up with
design.
something.
And he also was like, yo,
Or like
I
light
just
bulb.
changed the fucking game.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys have been catching it with your hands?
Or spears,
Check this
like
out.
sticks or something.
And he just cast it out, and they're like, this shit's never going to work.
Like,
And he
where
was
would
like,
you even start if you had to make a fishing hook and you were just like thrown into the world 100,000 years ago? You can't carve it out of wood; it'll float. You don't have metal because it's not even invented yet.
Like a bird's claw or something.
Yeah.
Where does metal come from, Steven?
I would use like a thorn bush.
No, where does metal come from?
He's just like lagging.
I don't know. Don't act like you know either.
I wouldn't ask the question.
You're
if
our
I
top scientist.
didn't. I didn't know. Why would I not
Oh,
know?
isn't
where
it
metal
multiple metals? Wait,
Yeah, but where do you start? Where do you get the metal from? The beginning
I
of
know
the
this.
search.
Ready? Boom. Copper, iron.
How do you make those?
Fucking dig it up.
So there's like,
Bro, no one else watching this knows what metal's made from either.
so there's
That's
like underground.
okay,
There's like steel
Okay.
pillars
Oh.
or stuff like that.
Okay, where does a cloud come from?
A cloud.
I know that. It's water. Don't. Okay, let me redo that.
Try again.
Do you know you can make clouds now? They make them.
Oh yeah.
They can make
Yeah.
them.
This
Yeah.
YouTuber,
Vapes.
This YouTuber went skydiving, caught a cloud into a
Everybody
bag.
can make a cloud.
This YouTuber went skydiving, caught a cloud into a bag, let the water evaporate, and then made some little machine that mist it up and put it in a little clear box and sold it as a piece of art. So it was like a cloud in a box
Damn.
for like 10 grand or something.
I wish I had that kid on
You
the
did it
team
all
here.
for a YouTube video.
Like a little fucking genius, whiz kid. I've jumped through clouds before. When
Do
you
they feel
skydive.
weird?
Yeah, you feel a mist. It's like a little blast of cold water.
Feels good.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
just it's called punching clouds. It's like illegal. You're not supposed to do it.
But
Why?
It could be dangerous.
For what?
Vision, pulling the chute. You know, just things can happen.
I did it. You get through the clouds.
Well, you were with a professional. They just told us not to do it in school because they're like, you get in big trouble for that. Like,
Don't you
legally.
have to
I don't,
go
I don't
through
know.
the
I don't know who's
clouds?
gonna see it and like write you up. and
How
somebody's up
far do you
there.
think we are from like controlling weather?
We
Well-
already do. Some places.
Yeah.
Those wind-making fans?
I have
that
a
we saw.
question. Good question. If the sky is bright blue, not a single cloud in sight, and you go really high up, is there still clouds?
No, out of after a certain point in the atmosphere, there's no more clouds.
Yeah, clouds can't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's cloud seeding.
No, I know it
Cloud
can't
seeding,
go
yeah.
forever. I'm saying like, if the sky is bright blue, there's no clouds, and you're like on a flight and you're going up, you don't get through any clouds, right?
Yeah. Well, let's get back to the metal question because that's going to be the hard-hitting question of this episode.
Okay, so copper and iron, you dig it up.
You heat it up and blend it together. I don't know.
What does that make?
Oh, yeah, Aaron. How do you don't act like
It's
you
bronze.
know either?
Frying
bronze.
pans,
Bronze. Oh, it's bronze.
Same
Let's
different
fact
metal
check
things.
it. Let's fact check it.
aluminum baseball bat.
Iron and copper. You probably learned that from Minecraft, bro. Aaron used to love Minecraft.
So we're the first humans on Earth, just us five
Oh, wait,
here.
I'm wrong.
We ain't involved in much.
I'm fucking someone.
That's right. Yeah, sex addict.
Team.
I'll take one for the team.
Get that hemorrhoid itch up in.
Didn't we talk about that yesterday? For some reason, you said you were gonna fuck Steven. How did that come up?
Yeah. I said we were joking about Tana.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah,
I
yeah.
was just like, I'm gonna fuck Steven next.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't care who you have sex with and the crew. I just want to be able to joke around on the podcast about it if we're going to do stuff like that inside the crew. And then you're like, what if I came in and fucked Steven? And I was like, that would be hilarious for the show if you did that. Are you kidding me? That episode,
Me
you
and
revealing that you
me and
fucked
Steven to fuck.
Steven?
Me and Steven come out and we fucked. That'd be awesome.
That'd be my favorite show. I'd be so excited to come in for that episode. You know, a lot of these shows, it's all on how like the first part of this goes, like the first bit of energy that when we get in here, like the morale of the team. And I was shut down when I tried to bring something new in, and it crushed me, my confidence.
What was the
Today?
new thing you brought in?
Burn the ships. I wanted to give a piece of
Like a history
knowledge. Yeah, and Steven said, boring.
Well, I'm just looking at like a viewer standpoint.
I liked the saying.
Where does metal come from?
Okay, you don't know, but you don't know where metal comes from. You're trying to make me look dumb. Where does metal come from? Because I don't know. I don't know.
We should do a
Yeah.
segment.
Yeah, see,
This should be a segment. It's just
He
like
doesn't know either.
every
Oh,
episode.
titanium.
You gotta ask.
There
It
it
comes
is.
from titanium.
Iron, brass, bronze,
just saying other
titanium,
metals.
lithium,
Lithium.
Okay.
Lithium.
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 There you go.
Yeah.
What this should be a segment every episode is you ask Steven
Metallic.
where blank came from, where wind came from, where metal comes from.
Yeah, the wind one was a good one. We talked about that for a long time. But no, Stephen, metal comes from the ground. You know,
I
we're
just
able to
went-
make it.
Most
and
metals
melt.
come
But you
from
just
the
named a
earth.
bunch of
Ground.
metals, and I was like, where does metal come
So I
from?
got it right.
I-
You get metals from the ground and you melt it together.
I want to ask you guys a question both. How does your phone work?
I don't even know where to begin. I know there's a little chip in there that's made in Taiwan, and that is like that's the main thing. That's like what allows all this stuff to fit in here. I wouldn't even know where to begin. You're saying if it was just us five, you want to go right to inventing an iPhone?
Yeah, I want to go from fishhook to iPhone.
I don't know. You see that new season of Black Mirror?
All
You
five.
watched it?
All five.
You watched
episodes.
all 5
Yeah.
episodes? What's
Have
the
you?
best one?
The space one with Aaron Paul.
Oh, you like that
confused
one?
Me.
You didn't like that one?
I mean, the ending was a little wild.
I thought it was fucking amazing.
Should we talk about it and like just say, all right?
Spoilers alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah,
You've seen all 5?
I watched that one. I
That's the
stopped
only
at
one?
that. After that, I was like, all right. Enough
Did you
of this
watch the
shit.
nature documentary one?
No,
That one's dark.
I started watching the one with the guys in space that are like they have their what's it called replica? They have
Yeah,
a
the
replica
replicas.
on Earth. The guy's family gets slaughtered.
Yeah.
and they kill his replica.
That was
So
like
he-
it's supposed to, I think it, like Charles Manson, like it's supposed to be like,
Oh, okay, yeah, in the 70s.
yeah.
So why wouldn't they just take him back down to Earth?
Well, they can't. They said they're already 2 years into the mission, so they're already like far as fuck.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
guessing, yeah. Would you share my body?
Would I let you use my body?
Would you use mine?
Your
Replica.
Ryan's
I mean, if
replica.
I'm in that situation, yeah, I would for sure.
Would you go
Yeah.
work out in my body?
I don't know. If I got 1 hour a week to
Yeah.
use your body
What would you
to
do?
come down to Earth, I would go bang Tana.
What about me?
No. I mean, it's your body, you know. No, it was just such a layup, that question. What would I do if I was put into your body? Go get the height surgery in the 1 hour.
That'd be
Shave that
amazing.
fucking mustache immediately.
I would kill you. I'd come back into my body and be like, this motherfucker.
It's gonna take 3 weeks.
It's gonna take 4 days.
What would you do if you were in my body? If you came down, I let you use
Fucking
my body
bang
for an
Tana. Call her up and be like, hey, I've changed my mind.
I think we should just both bang Tana, you know, in our own bodies, and then we could just discuss it. She's gonna watch this. And like, what the fuck?
Try to ask me what you would do if I would do in your body.
Yeah.
You go hang out with Logan Paul.
He would. He so would.
Yeah, so would.
He'd fly. He'd get on the next plane,
Fuck, yeah,
fly
I
to
would.
Puerto Rico, and be like, "I want to hang out."
Mm-hmm.
Destroy your fucking. Imagine him in your body. It's just you, and you're like, if you guys had a Freaky Friday, and he.
What would you do in mine?
He'd go ask Logan, be like, "So what sex? What kind of sex are you doing?"
Yeah.
As you.
Yeah.
He'd just ruin. He'd ruin
What a
every
relationship.
relationship. in your
Yeah.
life.
Hit that subscribe
If
button.
I were you, Steven, I would go straight to Skid Row and start fights with everybody. I would just be like, yo, give me your fucking drugs. I would take a syringe and I would start chasing them and trying to stab them with a syringe. And then you'd go back to your body, you'd be in jail.
How much fucking would you do if you swapped with Jeff? It's all I'd
Going
do.
straight to the club.
It's all I'd do. I'd blow all your money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'd be on a
I'd
rampage.
come back and I'd be like, why does my dick burn when I pee now? What did you guys do? If I came down in Steven's body, I would do some wild shit that when he came back down, there would be like a viral video going around of what he did. And he'd be like, wait, why is everybody looking at me like this? You know, why? You're like, I don't know, maybe like something, not like Streak in the Super Bowl or something because it's been done before, but something to that nature where like he does something naked and like really.
Imagine Steven going in your body and pulling out his dick. He would do that as you.
He would
He'd
do that as
pulling
me.
your dick
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
You pulling your dick out would make me so uncomfortable.
Oh, I'd flash it. I'd flash his dick to everyone. That's what I'd do. Oh, yeah. I would ruin your shit. Oh, I can't wait.
Dude, it would make me
So what? Like get me arrested?
Oh, and I'd start an OnlyFans and link it to my bank account. Oh my god! And actually show your dick.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what I would do.
That would work.
And then go hang out with Logan Paul.
I'd just picture him FaceTime me as you, and I wouldn't know, and he'd be like, "Yo, what up?"
You want to see something cool?
And show you your dick. I'd be like, "What the fuck,
Because
Jeff?"
he does that himself.
Yeah.
He already does that in his own body. He'll just do shit like that.
If I had a big dick, I don't think I'd do that though. It's a little aggressive.
It's not funny.
You'd post like you taking a shit on your Instagram story as Jeff. Like you'd be like,
yeah,
what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Taking a shit. I wish I could swap you guys' bodies for a day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be so funny.
Well, I'm sure they'll come up with something if they're making these goggles and stuff like that. You know, it might happen in our lifetime. We might be able to go into each other's bodies and be like, let me try Ryan out for a day today. Let me try Steven just as a goof.
Would you drink as us?
See, that's still like a mental thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm scared of giving myself that mental like boost of drunkenness.
You go back to you and be like, fuck.
Because I almost forgot what that was like now, and I just know not to mess with it. But I would avoid that. I'd probably just go straight for fucking heroin. Give you guys a real problem when you come back. Try to get off that shit. You die.
You know that saying that when you're like say if you're breastfeeding, so you can't smell it because you're used to it or some shit.
Yeah.
What if like you're like that with your health? Like I'm so used to like being unhealthy that I'm used to it. What if you switch with me and you were like,
Well, yeah, probably walking would be a little.
If I went into your
weird.
body, that would give me a good understanding of like, oh shit, I need to like work out. You know?
Yeah.
I think it would be like that actually.
You would probably see what it would be like to be light and agile.
Yeah,
you know,
like whoa, and you have more like energy.
Light and agile.
How much easier it makes your mental health. Like
to go back on the heroin thing, you would be the one experiencing it. I would just come back in my body and be like, what the fuck do I want?
And
what do I want?
You'd have the withdrawals.
Like I wouldn't know what I wanted. You know what I mean? I'd be like,
I'd tell you though. I would come back to the spspaceship and I'd be like, yo, I did heroin down there. Shit felt nice, bro.
Heroin in your body.
This is where you can get it from this guy. I'll give you guys number and everything. It just sets you up with a major problem. Why is the first impression, like our first thought for all of us is go sabotage them in that 1 hour. And that's what they do in the show. That's what they do in the show. They go sabotage their lives.
Yeah.
You do such a nice, kind act. Like, let me give this person my body in an hour or whatever.
It's you. No one knows it's you, so you can. Why would you do something nice? No one's gonna know it's you.
Now we know what type of person you are, Steven.
Yeah, why would you want to do something nice?
Nobody's gonna know. Why don't you just rob everyone?
I wouldn't do anything bad. I would just fuck a lot in your body. That's all I'd do. I would literally just fuck a lot.
But then you'd get carried away with that too.
But are you really?
And then you'd start like, what if I have a relationship? What if I'm married? Or what if I,
See, that would never
you fuck my wife?
As you, yeah.
And then I'd I'd get you back up there and I'd fucking kill you on the... Bro, when they get back to that spaceship after all that shit went down, even though we said spoiler alert, I don't even want to say it, but when they have to just sit there together after that...
You can't kill him because then you're alone. Then you're alone on this spaceship. That's your only person you know.
Yeah, but
and he just did it in a way just being like, now you know. Now you know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Can you guys explain this? I have no clue.
I know. It's tough. Let's explain the show so they can understand what we're talking about. Aaron Paul, Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman. It don't even matter who it is.
It's set in the 1960s. It's about space travel, and they have a device that allows them to... They're on a spaceship. It's two guys. They're on a spaceship, and it allows them to go back to Earth in a replica body that's made of metal, so that they can still be on Earth.
But
and live.
Looks identical to you, speaks like you, everything is you. It's like basically if you took out the SIM card from my body in space and put it into the SIM card, like the phone of the body on, the replica body on Earth, you know?
Bluetooth connected
Like I'm taking
body.
out my conscious and put it into...
So what happens to the body while it's in space?
You just have another one.
It's asleep.
So
you're asleep
like a pod.
You're asleep in the pod, and then you're living life on Earth. And then they have like little watches that like, ding ding. There's like an emergency, then they need to go back to the spaceship. So they go to their room in their house that has the machine, and then they fall asleep in the machine, and it transports them back up.
It makes sense. I could see that happening, being a thing. I would go to space if I could still have a body on Earth and just be chilling down here.
But also, it's like, why didn't they just send the fucking replicas to space?
That's a good point.
Why did they send their real bodies to space when they could just like swap with a replica that...
Yeah.
That's true.
The fuck?
Yeah, see, that's why there's so many like holes in this like that episode. I was just like, there's so many other things that could have happened. It just wasn't enough. It was like underwhelming.
The ending, huh?
Yeah, I was like,
but look at where all our minds go. That's where all our minds go.
Yeah, it's true. I was trying to think of like the parallel of it because in the Jonah's Awful one, obviously that parallel is like they're listening when you make an account for Instagram or whatever, and got that idea and like made it dramatic. But then I was trying to think, okay, what's the parallel with this Aaron Paul episode of like what's like the hidden message there?
That episode's more of just like, what if?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But the first one, Joan is Awful, I think that's also a commentary on like where content is headed. Because like the relatability, like it's not long until you can AI yourself into your favorite shows. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, oh, yo, I can watch The Godfather and I'm the fucking Godfather.
That's your dream.
Like it'll just scan
your high school dream.
It'll scan my face and put it in The Godfather. And then I'm the fucking Godfather.
I mean, like, there's AI and deepfake, like, porn and shit now.
It's not long.
That's true.
It's not long until I can plug in all my friends into my favorite movies and be like,
look what we did.
Yeah. We're the Godfathers.
Damn, I feel like originality is going to die out then.
Well, yeah, it already kind of is. Movies suck now, and that's just something we all, like, accepted. That movies are just going to be trash now.
I heard someone talking about the new Spider-Man movie, and they're like, dude, it's sick. It's animated. And, like, I'm like, this is, like, the 9th new Spider-Man movie. In the last 10 years. I'm like, what are you talking about? How many times can you watch fucking a new Spider-Man and be like, that movie was good?
My friend did that. My friend did the animation for that. Also, he's doing the. Yeah, fuck that movie. That movie sucks. Stupid ass animation.
Fuck.
But no, I get it.
Well, no, like about movies too. Like, there's only like, 7 or 9 plots. So like the plot of Nemo is the same plot as Taken.
Yeah.
And like there's Romeo and Juliet like story plot that movies are around too.
The hero's journey.
Oh yeah. So
the hero's journey. Every story is almost the same.
Wait, Finding Nemo has the same story as Taken?
So Liam Neeson's kid gets taken and is gone, and he goes through the whole movie to find his kid back. Nemo is gone.
Nemo gets stolen by a bunch of French guys. These guys are so damn expensive. Would you like to share?
It's the whole journey of finding their kid back, which is like the same. Like,
what about Cars? Exactly.
Everything is Cars.
Well, there is like, and there's also there's always Jesus parallels in every story too.
Yeah. Oh,
the story of Christ is in every story.
I need to leave here in like 5 minutes to go to the dentist.
What are you getting done?
I'm going to get a fucking crown put on.
What does that do?
It's basically like a filling for a cavity.
You get a root canal?
No, I never had a root canal yet.
I had a root canal. Shit sucked.
So they have to jam like a piece of metal into your bone here?
They just carve out all the cavity all the way to your gum.
All the way to your...
so painful.
They take all tooth out.
Yeah, they take everything in the canal.
Anything that's rotten.
Damn, that sounds horrible.
Zzz, in your fucking tooth.
I don't know how I never got to that point because I eat a lot of candy.
You don't brush your teeth?
I do, of course.
You floss?
Yeah, well, I do now. I got a water pick.
Are you excited for the dentist? You can get the bubblegum flavor?
No, bro. I'm like...
I'd be fucking scared, bro.
I hate the dentist.
I've been having anxiety this whole episode. I'm just thinking about what's going to happen after it.
Do you know that dentists are some of the highest suicides among jobs?
Huh.
It's police officers, comedians, and dentists.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because everybody hates the fucking dentist. How do you think that affects you over time?
Only kids hate the dentist.
Everyone hates the dentist. They just said they hated the dentist.
No. My dentist is cool as fuck. He drives a fucking Lamborghini.
I hate the dentist.
I think people hate what happens at the dentist.
Yeah, I know.
Not the person.
And then the dentist is
Beverly
like,
Hills dentist.
Do you think that's what it is?
Why does everyone hate me?
He's got to smell bad
I think it's
breath
that,
all day.
and then I also think it's the sound of the drills all day, every day. Like
my dentist gives me noise canceling headphones, and I just that shit sucks.
Dude,
I gotta get that right now.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
And that noise, I feel like probably drives them all a little insane. Over
I
time.
had to see a dentist too, and I'd rather have open heart surgery, honestly.
Open heart surgery is probably 4th on the list. Imagine that. You got to do that every day, cut people's hearts open, and like so much pressure. We think we got stressful lives.
Surgeons, yeah, dude.
Heart surgeons, brain surgeons.
Well, it's all like
I mean, I could do it
now.
probably after what I did to my leg when I fucking drained that blood out, you know?
You are a doctor, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I'm probably going to start seeing you now for...
I'll fucking stab you up with that syringe.
I'll be like, hey, I got a headache, and you'll be like, just drain it.
So we're 3rd on that, or 2nd on the list. What is it?
Comedians, I think, are number 1, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I get it.
There's misery
we're
with
YouTubers.
comedy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think...
A social media influencer, I wonder where that ranks.
I don't think it's been around long enough for it to be on the list yet.
Yeah, not enough of us have killed ourselves yet.
But dentists make a lot of money. I don't know.
Oh, no. As of 2022, dentist is 2nd on the list.
What's
first?
number 1?
Medical doctors.
Oh.
Heart surgeons.
3 is police officers. 4 is veterans. 5 is financial services.
I don't even think they have comedians in most.
What'd you say?
ranks.
Veterinarians
Yeah.
themselves? The fuck?
Well, I mean, like the whole putting down dogs.
Isn't it weird that those are all jobs that help people?
Yeah.
There's something about like helping people that you're just
real
like,
estate agents is number 6.
Well,
Lawyers
fuck
number
them.
8. Pharmacist number 10.
Electricians is 7?
Electrician 7.
Electricians.
What if that like counts in accidents?
No, suicides.
Suicide.
We're stocking vending machines.
It's probably 11. Let me see.
All right. Well, that's a nice note to end on. You know? Look, this was fun. I had a good time. I'll see you guys in 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then when I get back.
Well, aren't we
Well,
doing?
probably by now when they're getting this episode. We're back. We're back, guys. We're all back together. We had a nice trip away from each other, and now maybe you guys will be there with us. They'll know. We won't know until after the dentist.
The world could be over by the time this comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could have gone into nuclear holocaust.
We could be replicas right now of ourselves.
Yeah.
And our real bodies could be up in space.
Wouldn't that be weird to find out? When we die, we just wake up next to each other. We're all wearing these jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Steven? Steven, wake up! He's still in the machine. He's eating a burrito right now, down on Earth.
All right. Play that drill sound. Let everybody get into my world.
Dude,
Let's
if I
see
was you, I would knock it. I'd be so scared.
No, I'm not going to bail on the dentist. He's going to help me. I can't drill this shit myself. I can't fix my own tooth.
Why? You were a doctor yesterday. Dentist?
I'm going to ask him about this.
Doctor yesterday, dentist today.
I'm going to go into the dentist and be like, don't do it. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. He's gonna, what the fuck are you talking about? I had a great life. This cost 16 grand what I just did to you, and I get to keep all of that.
Don't do
Maybe
it,
they're
man.
talking about like someone that maybe not a Beverly Hills dentist. Maybe like a dentist in Ohio or something, you know?
What's
We'll
the
find
highest
out.
suicide rate among cities?
Let's not end the show on more.
Okay.
Last one, fine. Throw
Okay.
it in there.
Wait, what do
Cities.
you want to look?
Highest.
Isn't Seattle?
Let's all take a guess. Yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Portland.
I was going to San Francisco, and the Golden Gate Bridge is like the most famous bridge for suicides. There's over
Yeah.
2,000 suicides off that one bridge.
Got the record.
Yeah, the record. So Cody and we're like, let's ride the bridge. You know, we're on our bikes. And we're riding the bridge, and the fucking winds are insane up there. It's like I feel the bike moving like towards the end, and there's just a railing there. Like if I would have flown off that with the week I was having, they would have just thrown me on that list. You know, 2001.
Would you want us to keep the podcast going?
Yeah, of course. Barbershop too. I already told
Would we
Kyle.
rebrand it?
Kyle would take over the barbershop, I guess. Steven FM here. You know?
All right, you guys have your guesses in?
I'm going to go with Seattle, yeah.
I'm going Portland or New York City if we're going by
You can't do two.
population.
You can't do two. You have to do one.
Fine, Portland.
Well, you guys are going to feel dumb after this because it is actually Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, that makes sense.
Gambling.
Everybody loses their money
Yeah.
and dives
Yeah.
off. But
But that doesn't count. Minus Vegas. What is?
Colorado Springs coming in at
All
second.
right.
all right, guys, that's it for the show. I hope you enjoyed that last little bit. And don't get any ideas if you're going to dentist school right now.
Or Vegas.
He used to
Or
be
don't go to
out on the
Vegas.
corner,
Don't
he
get any
was
money.
dealing in drugs. Got himself a barber's chair and gave awesome cuts. Now he's a podcaster, his life he'll talk about it with us. And now it's Jeff FM. Jeff FM.